This week in Toronto area, 4 young guys were arrested for human trafficking for young girls. So the people arrested were all male. They were ages 15 to 22, which if you just take a minute to think about that, that's insane in the membrane. 15 years old and human trafficking somebody, okay? The 22-year-old idiots, they're like grooming this young guy to be a part of it. This is insane. The young girls that were being human trafficked, 11 to 14 years old. These are little girls. This is not okay. And the only reason that these guys were able to get arrested is because somehow one of the victims was able to go to the police. So that's a remarkable thing. Most human trafficking victims would not have the physical ability to do this, would not have the mental or emotional ability to do this. Coercion and manipulation are a huge part of human trafficking, let alone the physical restraints and conditions and constraints that are usually on human trafficking victims. Now, great, these guys get arrested. The thing is, in Canada right now, the bail process is really not acceptable when it comes to this kind of thing. And these guys were released on bail. And that's not really surprising when you think about, well, yeah, but maybe bail was a certain amount of money, or maybe it was really set high. It doesn't matter. Human traffickers have access to a lot of money, and they have access to people who have a vested interest in them not being in jail. And those people also have a lot of money. What these people don't have a lot of is respect for other humans. And so that's why the bail reform has been put forward in Canada. It was October 2025 that it was put forward, a bill to reform it so that if one of the many things would be if you're arrested for human trafficking, bail looks very different. Thing is, it can take like months, up to a year for a bill to become law in Canada. We can't afford that because these 4 girls are only safe because of like insane circumstances that all just happened to work out. And now these 4 guys who are out on bail have access to be hurting other girls again. It's not okay. We need to be pushing this to all of our MLAs, our MPs, all of our government workers. Doesn't matter what side of the party you sit on, you need to be pushing forward so that we can make this bill a law. In Alberta, in Lethbridge, Butwad was arrested for human trafficking and then was released on bail for the same reasons. And within 30 minutes, he broke his bail and was arrested again. Come on. Obviously, kudos to the police that were watching him so closely, but this has to change. The bail reform has to get put through so that these kids can be safe.